Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 1, Chapter 6.3 Notes. Today we are talking about solving compound inequalities involving OR. Our learning target is to be able to solve compound inequalities involving the word OR. So, writing compound inequalities with OR. Write a verbal sentence that describes the inequality. Then graph the compound inequality. So compound, we are combining two things together, okay? Not only do we have one, we have two of these things now, and what we're going to be doing is practicing writing them and graphing them, okay? So let's take a look at the first one. What it is saying is x is less than -1, okay? So let's just worry about that. So x is less than, well, there's -1. If I'm less than that, we're shading to the left, okay? Now, our other one is saying x is greater than 2, okay? So there's 2, or it's greater than, okay? So we're combining two things together. We cannot forget the or. It's either or, okay? So let's think of a number. Let's check -4. Is -4 a solution to this thing? Yeah, because it fits one of the criteria. What about the number 0? Well, is 0 less than -1? No. Is it greater than -2 or +2? No. Okay. So 0 would not be part of the solution. Okay? All right. Let's look at 2. It says write a compound inequality to represent the graph and the verbal sentence. So this time we're going to write it ourselves. It's saying that b is less than -2 or greater than or equal to 3. So it's or b, because we're still talking about the same letter, greater than or equal to 3. And that's how we would write that down. Okay? All right, let's look at part 2, solving compound inequalities, then graph. Okay, so when we do this is we're going to treat them like they are two separate problems. Okay, on the left, we would add 2 to both sides. We get x is less than or equal to 3. So we're going to go to 3. It's less than or equal to, so that means we shade it in. And we shade everything to the left. Okay. The other side, we have to divide by 2. And we get x is greater than 5. So at 5, we're an open circle, and greater, so we would shade everything to the right. Now for our final answer, it would look like this. Now, the reason why our answer is written just like this is we have the smaller number to the left. So when you think of it, I want to graph this part first, and then the second part. Okay? So that's the reason why they are in the specific order. All right, let's look at the next one. So we would have to add 4 to both sides. And we get m is less than -4 minus 3 to both sides. M is greater than 2. These are already in order, so there's our final answer. Now we just have to graph it, okay? So -4 is right here. We're less than -4. And then we're greater than 2. Okay, number 5. All of our rules about dividing negatives and flipping the sign is still the same. So w is greater than negative 3. On the other side, subtract the 2 to both sides. We get w is less than negative 6. Now, to put these in the proper order, there we go, okay? Negative 6 is smaller, so I want to make sure that that one goes first. And now we graph. So it's less than negative 6 or greater than or equal to negative 3. Okay. Next one. Got our 2 problems. Multiple steps, we're still doing the same thing. Just follow the rules of SADMAP. And you get y is less than 1. Add the 5 to both sides. 2y is greater than 12. Divide by 2. Y is greater than 6. And those are already in order. So there's our answer. And let's go ahead and graph that. Y is less than 1. It's an open circle at 1. And then at 6, open circle, shade to the right. Okay, number 7, all on your own. Pause the video and let's see how you do. All right, there's the answer. Now, on the left side, negative 2 greater than n, all we did right there was rewrite it so we could have the variable first. The Pac-Man's eating the negative 2, so I made sure that it was eating the negative 2 on the other side. Okay. All right, number 8. Go ahead and pause the video one more time and try it out. Okay, and there you go. So you get, don't forget that both of these we divided by negatives, so you had to flip those signs, and then by writing them in the correct order, the lower number goes first, and then the higher. Okay, let's flip it over. Now, it's for this part, we're saying to solve and graph the compound inequality, and use the graph to determine if the given value is a solution. So, let's go through. Solving this should be quite easy for you guys. So add 2, we get x is less than negative 5. Subtract 4 to both sides. Get x is greater than negative 4. Those are in the order. So now, let's graph them. Open circle at negative 5. I'm shading to the left. Open circle at 4, negative 4, and we're shading to the right. Now the question it's talking about is down here at the bottom. Is x equals negative 5 a solution to the compound inequality? So let's take a look. Negative 5. Is that in the solution? Well, no, because x has to be less than negative 5, not equal. Okay? So the correct answer to this would be no. All right, number 10. Let's go through. Divide by 2. Y is less than or equal to negative 3. Times both sides by 4. Y is greater than 4. And don't forget the or. Those are in order. Let's graph those. Less than or equal to at -3, which is right there. And we shade to the left, or greater than equal to 0. So, is -5 a solution? There's -5. Is it in the solution set? Yes. So our correct answer for this one would be yes. Okay. So number 11, you guys are on your own. Go ahead and pause the video and see how you do. All right, and there's our worked out answers. Now on the left side, when you get 5 is less than or equal to m, make sure you rewrite that so m is greater than or equal to 5 so you know which way to shade. Okay? And then we just put the -5 first and then the 5. Now, is 1 a solution to this? No. All right, number 12, once again, pause the video and see how you do. Okay, and there's your solution set, just like the first inequality. Make sure you rewrite it so it's n is less than -6 so you know which way to go. And then on the second one, you divided by negative, so we had to switch. Do not forget that negative sign out in front of the n. Okay, 13 and 14 are all on your own. We're going to pause the video, and then just the answers will come up. If you need help, you need to come in and see Ms. Carranza or myself. And there you go. So that's going to be it for Algebra 1, Chapter 6.3 Notes. If you have any questions, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself. Otherwise, thanks for watching, guys.